Hello everyone, it's Dan. So, got this one in this morning. It's a Mini. It's actually a convertible one. We weren't told it was convertible, but Nut's not going to let us. We're not going to let that stop us. I'm going to try and get around things without showing registrations. So this is having a Kenwood put in it, 4 door speakers, 2 in the rear, DAB, USB in the glove box, and a couple of other bits. And as you can see, it's fairly involved. So at the moment I've done the door speakers, I've done both sides. I've started to look at the rear speakers in the back, but I thought I'd get on and move on to the head unit and wiring all this stuff in. We've also got a sub and amp to go in as well, hence why the bonnet's open. So we're going to run some cables down the sides into the boot, run them back up to the head unit, and then get everything all sorted from there. The van with the quad box is getting along well. It's been in and running and actually had it playing, and has shaken the panels on the unit, which was fairly interesting. We actually had one of the guys from one of the other units across. They come over and said that they were shaking their counter and he could hear all the noise over in his unit across the road. So it's going pretty well. So I think he's coming to come and collect that this evening maybe. But Alex will give you another update a little bit later on. But yeah, I'm going to crack on and we'll update you in a bit. See you soon.
Afternoon everyone. How we doing? Right, got a tranny in. Not that kind. Dan's laughing. So this has a bad aerial. We wanted to do a check on an aerial reception. Here we go. So what I've done is I've put my little testy mag mount on the roof, and as you can hear, or you're not here, we're picking up Welsh radio from Swindon with my aerial. Now, to check what it is going on, if I unplug the Welsh radio and I plug in the car's radio aerial, not the mag mount, as you can hear, Welsh radio is gone, not available. That's because the standard aerial on this car is done, so it needs an antenna. So what we're doing is keeping the radio active, just dismantling all the bits and bobs so I can get to these 2 connections. You've got digital aerial and FM aerial. They talk about the difference of signal being ghosted and powered, that kind of stuff. There's lots of, you can Google it, there's lots of different colors and variations for these FACRAs and how they work, but we're basically just using an adapter from a SMB into a FACRA, which allows us to test off a mag mount, and we get obviously the heads up to say that the factory aerial is gash and it needs changing. So that's what we're going to do. Speak to you in a bit. Look at him, he's getting his first lesson into amp installs properly. He's doing all right.
What?
He's loving the wet floor in this Mini. It's got a big ass water leak and it stinks.
Absolutely fucking stinks.
Ooh.
My sleeve is still soaking wet and my arm stinks.
That's just because he's not washed this morning. The car's great.
The car's amazing.
He's doing all right though. Edge unit to go. Nearly there.
So the customer for the caddy has just turned up, and I'm going to pass you over to Alex.
So you can still, just doing a little test, so you can still get that and undo it, okay, with the remote in the way.
Yeah.
And then, so volume wise, with this, that's the gain on 0. So as you go through the menus, you press the middle one and it will go to shock. Again it goes to phase, again it goes to clip, and then it goes to gain, all right? And then obviously your dial is there. Yeah. So I'm just going to mute this out because we don't want to see this, but I'll do your face in a minute. So we'll put that there. Right. So let's just go at the start. Now, volume wise, you don't really need to go much past this box, okay? Right. So, when you go onto this tone generator, obviously I can set the frequency 33 Hertz. I press start, and then the car starts playing it.
Yeah.
Alright. So that's 33 Hertz. The box is tuned for around about 30 Hertz, but obviously This is like a sound test frequency,
Yeah,
but your front speakers are obviously trying to play this as well, so you've got to be a bit fragile with it, okay?
Yeah.
But if we go up to that level, so if you look at the subs, see they're not moving because the volume is now back at 0.
Oh,
So if we go up, see them now? And then things start wobbling. But if you feel the Alright,
Yeah.
happy with that?
Yeah.
Right, let me just go to media, let me just pair selection. Oh no, settings. Got some music?
Yeah.
Just get rid of me. Oh, there's a box of stuff in the back that was in your glove box, so I had to move it because
Okay.
it was just everywhere. So.
Yeah.
And you've got your remote. Now the eye is just down there.
Yeah.
So if you press off, obviously they'll shut down.
Yeah.
It's on and off with the ignition.
Okay.
If you press on, then you've got all the colour
Yeah,
options
yeah.
and stuff.
Okay.
And in there, it's a spare fuse for the
Okay.
front.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
So I have a little play with some wine music.
If you want, yeah.
That would be good on there.
So obviously we're low. That's all right. What are we thinking, mate?
Yeah.
So there's the quad in the back. So this is bolted and his interior, and then in the side got a little amp setup down there. All right. Right then. Whoa.
Thank you. Let's keep it moving on.
Let's just stop this right there a second. So let's all have a round of applause for Dan. He's completed his first big system. Bless his little ass. So R56 Mini. Now the kit is meant for an R52, R53. So it's not specifically meant for this car, but we've got it working anyway. So front door speakers, kickers. Oh, head unit changed. Obviously this one gone. And then in the back, microphone, DAB, Bluetooth, USB. In the back, we've got our 4-channel amplifier and our Kenwood sub. So Alpine 4-channel, Kenwood sub, all his old bits and bobs. Gonna go back to him. And another one bites the dust. Caddy's gone, it's been picked up. Dude's super happy with it. I'm super happy with it. All good. Well, this one's getting collected in the morning. So we're gonna get the cars in, pack up for the day. And I will see you all bright and early in the morning. Toodle everyone.